Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. This is Taryn from Just a Simple Home. I'm doing a requested video sharing our schoolroom. So I did already write a blog post on this, but I figure, a picture is worth 1,000 words, so what's a video worth? So as you can see, really quickly, our schoolroom is not perfectly matched and really doesn't have any new furniture. Sorry if you're getting a little bit dizzy here. I'm trying to go slow. But this is our schoolroom. And right now I have 6 kids. 4 of them are school age. And this works for us. It's humble. We love it. And that's that. So I'm going to start, as you can see, in the center of the room, we have a well-loved table, 4 chairs. And then this is our little, supply caddy here. It's just mason jars in here. It's very simple. The blue containers from the Dollar Tree. So we just have some markers, colored pencils, scissors, glue sticks. There's some little cheap pencil sharpeners over there. These are just some mechanical pencils, plenty of dry erase markers because we go through those like crazy. So I did have everybody using their own pencil box in past years, but this seems to be so much simpler, and then we just fill it at the end of the school day, and that's that. Over there, I just keep a play kitchen and a little dollhouse for my younger ones when we're schooling. Up there, you can see those stairs actually lead up to a bedroom, and then I just have a little alphabet chart for my preschooler. Okay, over here, we have a bookshelf with these little magazine racks. Now, I did explain in my blog post that these magazine racks, I have one for each student. My son has his own in another area. They are used sort of in place of work boxes. We used to do work boxes years ago, and then for a few years we moved into like milk crates. Each child had a milk crate. And that's where they kept all their books and their workbooks and their papers and planners and everything like that. And it just got to be a mess. I found that I was always picking them up. Things were always spilling out of them. So this year I'm simplifying. And each child has just this rack, and that's it. And they have enough space to fit their workbooks in here. Spelling workbooks fit, their handwriting, their math, they each have a history notebook in here. And then they each have their folders. One is for their daily work and one is for their morning time. My first grader has a little bit of extra workbooks in here just because she likes these kind of, I don't know what you call them, from the Target dollar spot. She just likes these, so those are in there. And then this is for my 3rd grader. So this has been working really well for us. It's not a mess, so we'll see how it goes throughout the year. Things may change. The bookshelf underneath is just kind of where our more educational books go, not necessarily the books that we're using for any particular subject this year, but just books that they like. We have like Cat in the Hat over here. We've got some Usborne. We've got Chronicles of Narnia, the Terrestrial Chronicles. Jonathan Park is a favorite of ours. And then down here, encyclopedias, dictionaries, extra Bibles, things like that. This here is just a crate, but it's kind of what I call our book basket. Again, you'll have to excuse me. I'm pregnant and so out of breath. But again, in years past, for their reading, their literature, I've assigned them books throughout the year. And then I've actually assigned which books I want them to read on particular days, and I've given them the pages that I want them to read. This year I'm trying a book basket. So I have selected the books that are in this book basket for each of my children. They each have a few books. And what I'm doing on their schedule is I just assigned reading time. So like my older ones might have 30 minutes of reading, once or twice a day, and they are able to come in to this book basket, and they can pick any of the books as long as it's age appropriate, and they just have to read for 30 minutes, and that's that. So I think giving them a little bit of freedom over what they pick and how much they read, I think that's going to help. So we'll see. I'll update you as the year progresses and see how that goes. Over here is random, but we have this little dirty thing here that we've had for years and years that's filled with paperback books, and then this is just like toddler type board books. Sorry if you're getting dizzy. We'll walk over here. This is where our main, I guess, hub of the schoolroom is. You'll see over on the bottom, my son, he's in 8th grade. He's doing Sunlight. So this is where my teacher guide is, and then he has one. So all of my lesson plans are in there. All of his lesson plans are in there for the entire year. So that's where they're going to stay. This bin down here is just cards, like flashcards and things like that. We have our telescope. Up here, I have their rocks, and we have tangrams, and this is just, this has some paint supplies in here. These are not all labeled yet, but I think this pink one is actually a random box. But then we have art supplies, school supplies. One is filled with folders. We've got some pencils, crayons. This is our prize box. If they finish everything throughout the week without complaining and they turn everything in, they get to pick from the prize box. And then our base 10 blocks. Up here is all of our binders. We have, they each have a history binder. This is our pre-K and kindergarten curriculum from Confessions of a Homeschooler. We have our World's Greatest Artist binders over here. I, again, simplified, and all of our binders are right there, so nobody has to go searching. On the top, it's just basically my supplies, laminator, hole puncher. Over there is preschool daily learning notebook, again from Confessions of a Homeschooler. These are the books that we use on a regular basis, our read alouds, Little Women, The Sword, the Ring, and Parchment, our family devotional, poetry we're doing, and one of our history books. Then this little container has our calendar supplies and a chart and some dot markers. And then up here, nothing fancy, some of my pens and dry erase markers. And then this is where we're hanging some of their art projects once they finish so they can dry. And if I back up a little bit, this is the bathroom. Very exciting. Over here, we have this unit here. It's pretty much for my son. Like I said, he's doing Sunlight level 100. So we keep all of his things in here for now. Well, for now, probably for the remainder of the year. We're doing Institute for Excellence in Writing, like I said in... Okay. So we're doing Institute for Excellence in Writing with all 4 of the kids, so that stays up there. And then down here, we have my son's history, his history books, and then, well, more like the textbooks, I guess you could say, and then the books that go with it. And then he's doing algebra, Matthew C. And then down here, this shelf is all of his literature books. I love that they provided stickers for us, so everything is labeled and ready to go and pretty organized. And then down at the bottom, we have his science experiment stuff and his Matthew C. manipulatives. So on the top, we just have some of our wall hangings. We've got our globe, and then over here, this one has like our Charlotte Mason style. I think it's simply Charlotte Mason. We got it from years and years ago. Basically, it's our scripture memory work up there. And the all about spelling cards in the top one. We've got ABCs going across, state flags, state birds and flowers, our US map. Hi. And then down here, so this is where it gets a little messy, but this is going to be our preschool calendar area, preschool, kindergarten, lower grades. I have not hung our whiteboards because I need to actually move everything that is up here. I'm going to just move it over and hang our whiteboards up there. But down here is the, young learning area. And this is the weather. We have my address over here. So I had a calendar hung up and with all the numbers and everything. And then I think a dog or a cat or something knocked it over and it just got to be a mess. So as you can see, I had to buy a new one. And I haven't cut it all out and laminated it yet because I literally just got it yesterday. So that is sitting there, but it will go right there. And then we have all our little spelling magnets. And that's about it. That room right there with a little heart door, that leads out into our living room. I know. That's my little 2-year-old. So that's it. Like I said, it's pretty simple, I think, but it works really well for us. And it's as organized as it's probably going to get this year. We'll see how it goes. So that's it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are new here, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I would love it if you subscribe and stay tuned for any of my next videos. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time.